Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you all are fit and fine. So, now let's start chapter. So, dear student, in my previous class, in my my video, I have taught you about that lesson number 13, that is our water resources, part 1. And part 1, I have taught you sources of water. In the second part of the same chapter, I am going to teach you about means of irrigation. So, let's start our class. Here, I have to deal with means of irrigation. That is, what do you mean by means of irrigation? It means to grow crops, farmers need sufficient and timely supply of water. This is possible only through irrigation. There are different means of irrigation in India. What are they? You just listen. Wells and tube wells. Wells means you will know that, and tube wells. In villages, people dig wells to bring groundwater to the surface. Water is drawn using Persian wheel. Do you know that what is the meaning of Persian wheel? Persian wheel means a wheel with buckets attached to it. As the wheel is turned by bullocks or buffaloes or camels, the buckets lift water. This water is then diverted to the field. This is called the Persian wheel. Sometimes groundwater lies at a great depth. In such a case, deep hole is dug. A tube is sunk in the hole and water is brought up using an electric pump. Such a well is called a tube well. I hope so I am clear. This such a well is called a tube well. They are widely used in Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and Gujarat. So students, please underline this line. Where they are widely used, especially in Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and Gujarat. Now after wells and tube wells, there is canals. In the northern and coastal plains, small channels are dug to take water from the rivers to the fields. These are called canals. Now third is tanks. In the southern plateaus, the low-lying areas get filled with water during the monsoon seasons. These are called tanks. Tank irrigation is mostly practiced in Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh and Karnataka. Sprinklers is the next. In sprinklers, irrigation water from a pipe is sprayed into the air. It falls on plants like rain. It is popular in Rajasthan, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh and Kerala. It is just like a fountain. A dam. Now come to the next part, that is a dam. A dam is a very strong wall built across a river to block the flow of water. You have heard the name of dam. This water is stored in an artificial lake called reservoir created behind the dam. The stored water is taken to the fields through canals. A dam is called multi-purpose project. Always remember, a dam is called multi-purpose project because it is helpful to us in many ways. Some of them are here which I am going to deal. First, the number one is, in a dam, water is made to fall from great height. The force of falling water is used to generate hydroelectricity. Always remember, my dear ones. Number two is, it provides water for irrigation. This is also very important. Number third is, it controls floods. This is very common, floods, especially in the rainy season. There are many multi-purpose projects in India. Some of them are, so listen carefully. They are the Bhakra Nangal dams built on the Satluj river. Student, please just you write here, learn it because this is very important. You have to learn these names. Where are they? Bhakra Nangal dams built on the Satluj river. Now number two is the Damodar Valley project built on the Damodar river and its tributaries. Number third, Sardar Sarovar Dam built on the Narmada river. And last is the Mettu Dam built on the Kaveri river. So student, I hope that you all will remember all these names where they are. Students, do you know that the Tehri Dam, built on the Bhagirathi River in Uttarakhand, is the highest dam in India? Always remember, Tehri Dam, built on the Bhagirathi River, which is in Uttarakhand, is the highest dam in India. The Hirakud Dam, built on the Mahanadi River in Odisha, is the longest dam in India. So always remember, this is very important and very knowledge giving question. Always remember. Thank you, my dear ones, for listening patiently. I hope you all understood this chapter very clearly. Read this chapter 1 or 2 or 3 times, my dear ones, for better understanding of the chapter. Okay? Bye. Take care.